Ladies and gentlemen, we just celebrated the 1,000th episode of Smackdown. And 1,000, it's a pretty big number.
Especially for shows.
Question is 1,000 episodes more than the times that Big Show has turned heel? The world may never know.
Yeah.
Because we might have had heel turn 2,000 at this point for the Big Show tonight. But let's talk about the rest of the stuff. Oh, by the way, welcome to Tuesday Night Live.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what happened on SmackDown 1000. We had Truth TV with the McMahons, sans Linda. With the Usos defeat AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan due to miscommunication on Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. Evolution talked some trash, then loved each other, and then talked more trash, and there was an awkward stare down that ended the whole thing. Miz defeated Rusev to qualify for the American Cup, and then Rusev destroyed Aiden English, because he was the reason that Rusev lost the match. Edge returned to have Cutting Edge with Becky and Charlotte, and this just broke down into Edge watching Becky and Charlotte fight. The Bar defeated the New Day with a distraction from the Big Show, chokeslamming Kofi Kingston through a table to become the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And in our main event match, Rey Mysterio will now be the only sort of non-American in the American Cup at Crown Jewel after defeating Shinsuke Nakamura. Then the Undertaker came out and said rest in peace. Then on the Mixed Match Challenge, we had Country Dominance defeat Team Paz. Next week, Team Paz will take on B&B in the Raw bracket. And then we had Asuka defeat Ravishing Rusev Day on the SmackDown bracket. Next week, Asuka will face Day One Glow. And that...
It just sounds like Asuka's doing handicap matches.
It does. Well, she pretty much is.
Unless you put team in front of it.
No.
Team A-Ska. I'm just pronouncing it wrong.
Ska?
Yeah. Team A-Ska.
Bless you. All right.
Danke.
Here's the thing. There's
I'm gonna.
There's not a lot to talk about, so this will probably go quick.
I'm gonna predict the future here. You're gonna ask me what did I like.
What did you not quite love but not hate?
So like, pretty much.
Kinda.
Or at best tolerate.
That's my question, Kevin. What did you tolerate from SmackDown or Tuesday in general?
I'm gonna go with
That was my favorite part. That was my love. Why'd you steal that?
I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Cutting Edge.
All right.
I liked Becky's...
That actually was gonna be my love, you dick. That's fine. I got to back up.
Cutting Edge. I liked it. I liked Becky Lynch's conceitedness.
Becky taking some shots at Edge.
You know,
that's fucked up.
On the Ronda Rousey bandwagon.
Yeah. Well,
not holding. The women's champions of the respective divisions do not pull punches. When they don't trash talk.
They don't give a fuck right now. They're the champions. They shouldn't have to give a fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the only women's champion in WWE that gives a fuck about anybody right now is Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Edge.
Don't hurt your neck on the way out.
Oh man.
That actually got from the crowd.
That got a...
I didn't think Becky Lynch would ever get from the crowd, but...
Well, when it concerns Edge and his well-being, it'll happen. I'm going to give my like to... I'm going to give my like to The Miz pretending to be Aiden English in the Mixed Match Challenge match, which distracted Rusev and Lana for a second. They were both ready for Aiden to come walking down.
Yeah, I'm curious if that was actually The Miz, or if like Aiden had a microphone backstage.
I don't know, because Miz's mic was still on, because it didn't help him at all, because he went to swing at Rusev, and Rusev ducked, and then the microphone fell and hit the ground and made noise.
Yeah.
So unless they switched it real quick, maybe. But I mean, I wouldn't put it past Miz to be able to
sound like Aiden English.
Like hold that one note that Aiden does when he starts. But it was a fantastic way to try and get the advantage. It didn't work, but I mean,
then they ended up winning.
They still did win. It just wasn't off of that. But I thought that was a clever distraction. So, go Miz. What did you love?
Would I be stealing your other one if I said Rey Mysterio versus Shinsuke?
No, actually.
All right, Rey Mysterio versus Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Good match. Not a great match.
No.
Because it was a little bit clunky. But other than that, I mean, it was just kind of exciting.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and I was a little bit surprised that there wasn't more fanfare surrounding Rey's return to SmackDown.
Yeah, I felt... Well, and that's how I felt about SmackDown in general, was... Like, they'd been hyping up, like, all this stuff leading up, but then on the show, it was just like, well, here's this thing. Oh, we moved on to this thing. Wasn't that great? Okay, well, here's this thing. But, yeah, regardless, it's still really exciting that Rey is back.
Yeah.
It was really exciting to see Shinsuke on TV for the first time in a couple weeks. And watching them, you know, they roughed each other up a little bit, but they had a good match.
Yeah.
Could have been better. But, you know. I'm actually going to give my love to the Usos versus AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. Awesome way to kick off the show. This is a good win for the Usos, who have kind of been the whipping boys of the tag team division. So the fact that they defeated the WWE champion and the number one contender on SmackDown 1000, that's a big... It's a big moment for the Usos, a good push for them, potentially, especially with the Bar being the tag team champions now. You might see the Usos get tossed back into there. But it was also a good, you know, classic, oh, I didn't mean to hit you type of thing build for AJ versus Daniel Bryan. Put a little bit of animosity in there. Hopefully they don't over fucking do it in the next couple weeks. But it's WWE, so they probably will.
Yeah.
Like making Samoa Joe a stalker. Hopefully Daniel Bryan doesn't become a stalker. Or AJ. AJ, don't stalk Brie. That's weird. But yeah, no.
They'd have to move to Raw to do that.
That's true. That's true. She's not going to hang out on SmackDown. But yeah, it was, you know, you have two of the best wrestlers of all time versus one of the best tag teams going right now. You can't beat that. It was a good match. All right. What did you dislike the most?
Just for the sake that WWE broke their own rule of 50-50 booking, I don't like that The Miz beat Rusev twice.
Yeah.
If Miz beat Rusev to qualify for the tournament, Rusev should have beaten The Miz in the Mixed Match Challenge.
Or maybe we should have put a Bulgarian in the World Cup and then had Team Asuka win in the Mixed Match Challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, you still could have had Aiden English out there for Rusev to beat up. And you could have made your World Cup a little bit more diverse.
Slightly more world inclusive.
Yep. Not so American. We'll call it the North American Cup now that Mexico's involved.
I'm going to call it the WWE World Series.
That's fine. Instead of Canada, we have a Mexico team in there. That's fair. How
about you?
This is going to hurt a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Why, when you have matches like AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan versus the Usos, when you have the Bar winning the tag team titles, you have the return of Rey Mysterio, why do you end the show with one sentence from The Undertaker? I love The Undertaker. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. There's very little chance that will ever change. But I very much dislike you taking an entire 10 minutes for The Undertaker to say maybe 10 words. That's stupid. Doesn't do anything for Brothers of Destruction. It does less for Brothers of Destruction versus DX than the video we watched from the Brothers of Destruction last night on Raw.
Yeah.
Stupid. So yes, for the first time in probably forever, I dislike The Undertaker.
Yikes. It's a string of words I never thought I'd hear you utter.
Yeah. But mostly I just dislike the fact that SmackDown 1000 was just a meh SmackDown.
Yeah. For the fact that it didn't have any tie-in to Triple H being there with Evolution.
Yeah, I'll add that. Have Triple H attack The Undertaker. Then I feel like you left a big moment for the end of SmackDown 1000.
Yeah.
That's all you needed to do.
Yeah, and for that not to be the case, Evolution took up way too much time.
Abso-friggin-lutely.
Because Evolution was on Raw both times that they were a thing.
Yeah.
The initial run, they were on Raw, and the comeback run versus The Shield was on Raw.
Yeah.
So Evolution never had a presence on SmackDown.
To be fair, each of them individually all had... I don't know about Ric Flair, but at least Randy, Triple H, and Batista all had significant runs on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So for that itself makes sense, but Evolution as a whole,
Yeah.
yeah, it made no, and it was really really weird that Randy Orton talked a bunch of shit, and then Batista's like, it's all good, love everybody. Triple H, I hate you.
Yeah.
And
Awkward.
yeah, just a really long, awkward stare down where Ric Flair's like, let's not fight right now, guys. Let's not do this. Well, Triple H and Batista are mean mugging. Needless to say,
WrestleMania will have Triple H versus Batista versus Randy Orton with Ric Flair as the special referee.
oh, Rick will not be able to keep up with that. He will still be counting 3 for a pinfall that happened 2 minutes ago. Or he'll still be trying to get up.
You never know.
Sorry, Rick. I love you, but you're not fast anymore. All right. It's probably gone on longer than it should.
That's fair.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click the links down below.
There's so many links to click on.
There's social media links. There's a podcast link.
That's the one that says SoundCloud.
And there's Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable with a W. Like wrestling.
Where there's the list with Goofy. What voice are you fucking
I
doing?
don't know. I was just making one up.
All right. There's a list with this guy, whoever the fuck he is.
Yeah,
There's Question of the Week with Thomas Wolfe.
It's like over-exaggerated Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
What's the deal with wrestling fans?
It's it's a little Bob Seger.
Yeah. Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. That Bob. Bobby Roode, Bobby Lashley, Bob Seger. Anyway, yeah, there's videos over there that you can watch. Coming up soon, there's going to be an unboxing video where you can watch that if you want. Thanks for watching. See you at next video you watch next.
Fuck Modus.
Jesus Christ. And then he rolls over and goes back to bed. And then he rolls over and goes back to bed. And then he rolls over and goes back to bed. And then he rolls over and goes back to bed. And then he rolls over and goes back to bed. And then he rolls over and goes back to bed. And then he rolls over and goes back to bed. And then he rolls over and goes back to bed. And then he rolls over and goes back to bed. And